Hello! Last night we had the first semi-final for Eurovision 2026, and some results were predictable, some results were a bit shocking. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? It feels like all the best songs, or most of the best songs, are in the semi-final for tomorrow. So it happens, semi-finals are random. Anyway, quickly, let's get through the qualifiers. We had Greece, Finland, Croatia, Belgium, Lithuania, Moldova, Poland, Serbia, and Sweden. Right off the bat, let's go with Greece. I think Greece deserved to qualify for sure. It's a fun song, he's so likable, he's not taking himself so seriously. When I saw the staging, it gave me very nostalgic memories of Eurovision from the past, so I really liked that one, and he had fun performing, you can tell, so this will do quite well in the final for sure. Finland. I know this is still being hyped to win, but it was a good performance, don't get me wrong, but it didn't feel like a winner. It never felt like a winner for me, if you've watched my reaction of this song for Finland. But tonight it felt fine, But anyway, the odds are still what they are, and we will have to see what happens in the final. But definitely deserved as a qualification from this semi-final for sure. Croatia. I cannot explain this. It's not for me, I don't like it, I don't like the staging, I don't like their voices together, but you know what, it qualified. Anyway, Lithuania. He has a very good voice. I think in this semi-final I understand why it qualified. However, it's not really my style of song. So this will get lost in the final, but I can see why it qualified for sure. Serbia. I think similar to Croatia, I don't know why this is in the final, other than the fact that it's Serbia and there is diaspora and Balkan help, but I hated it, I hated every second of it. He was shouting, he was screaming, there is nothing for me to appreciate, but anyway, people voted and it's there, so well done. Sweden, I think it's a very safe song, if you watched this performance from the national final, it's copy-paste, so, it's a decent pop track, and it's in the final. Okay, what do we have left? Belgium. For me, Belgium has always been in the top 7 of songs for this year. So I think this shows how important the quality of the song and the effort with the staging is. So the juries, I'm sure, saved this song. Last night Belgium was a bit weak. I have to be honest, as someone who loves the song, her voice was not the best. She was very nervous on stage. I think she was very, for a song called Dancing on the Ice, she was barely moving. So this shows how important the jury show is, and that the juries are still rewarding songs that are going to do well on Spotify and outside Eurovision. And this was very interesting. The staging was interesting, and at the end of the day, the studio cut is a quality song. So, it's in the final for a good reason. Moldova. Look, this is my second place. I love this song. I had no doubts that it would qualify. It did feel a bit empty tonight, I have to admit. Last night it felt not very empty. It did feel a bit empty last night, I have to admit. Something felt off about the mix between the shaky camera and the backing vocalists are still too loud in the chorus, you know? Something felt missing. There was not usually, you know, the warmth and the personable feeling that Moldova gives me, you know? It felt a bit off, but at the end of the day, he probably won the semi-final televote, and it's going to do very well. I love this song still. Who do I have left? Who do I have left? We have Poland. Look, if you've watched my top 10, Poland is my number 4 or number 5. So this girl can sing. Everyone was so shocked last night, but I had no doubt that Poland was qualifying. I mean, this girl is giving us Grammy level performance, so I'm happy that Poland finally got rid of the stupid effects on the screen that they used to give us every year. So they're bringing a good staging. The singer is amazing. I love the song. I love soul. I love gospel. Not so much R&B, but it's fine. You know, this deserves to do very well with the jury. I would not be shocked if this won the jury vote last night in the semi. And this deserves 150 or more from the jury in the final. That's all. I don't care. Argue with yourself. Anyway, I'm pleasantly surprised that 2 songs I loved from the beginning, Poland, Moldova, no, 3, and Belgium, made it to the final, you know? I think people were very not sure about Poland and Belgium, but they made it, so... Anyway, that's what I think about the qualifiers for semi-final 1. What do you think? Was someone robbed? Did someone not deserve to qualify? Tell me in the comments below. I will be back for a reaction on semi-final 2's qualifiers tomorrow, so watch that as well. And I'll see you then. Bye!